This is the number one thing that's going to create more ease for you in your business. This is the thing that is going to create 10x of your results by doing less. This is the thing that's going to have exponentially more results without you pushing, without you forcing, without you doing more. And this is super important because this thing that unlocks this level of ease is a thing most women overlook. And this comes from dissolving resistance. Resistance in your system is what is preventing you from accessing a different level of ease. It is what is stopping the things that you do in your business from having 10 times more of the result. Because if it was just about doing the things, showing up, posting your offers, making content, doing messaging, everybody would have 7-figure businesses, but that's not the case, and this is why. So really pay attention to this because this is important. When we think about experiencing ease in your business, ease is not just ease when it's sunshine and rainbows. Ease is not just lying on the couch. Ease is actually how you feel running your business because you don't just care about the money you make. You care about your experience of it. And you want that to be filled with ease. You want that to have growth. You want that expansion, but you don't want it to come on a cost, and this is how. Right? So if you are feeling resistance in your nervous system, and you will know because resistance feels like tension, it feels like blocked, it feels like stuck, right? That is actually the resistance you have in your nervous system. Once you dissolve that, you stop overthinking, you stop micromanaging, you stop living in reaction mode, you stop doing things out of fear in your business, you have more clarity, you get into that ease and that flow state where you just boo-ba-doo-doo-doo, and that's it. You're in flow, done. You post a thing, money comes in, you're good. But notice, Instagram agrees, notice how none of what I'm saying is from an automation. None of what I'm saying is from a funnel. None of what I'm saying is like the latest hook strategy, because the truth is that if you do not have the resistance cleared in your nervous system to back it up, it doesn't matter what all these external strategies you are doing. And what I see about so many clients who come to me, right, is that they're throwing spaghetti at the wall, hoping that it's going to stick, hoping that the next funnel or the next automation or the next reel or the next magic something, when the common denominator is you. The thing you are looking for is actually who you are. But right now, you are focused on these external things that, yes, are great for your business and they have in place, but they are 5% of the equation. 5%. You are missing the 95%, which is your nervous system. That's where ease comes in. So that when you do the 5%, you do all these great things in your business, they fly forward, you propel. I want you to think about this like a car, okay? So the car, the gas you're putting in, is all the incredible things you do in your business, right? You're posting, the selling, the offers, the emails, the whatever it is. But if you have the brakes on, that car is not going to go anywhere. If there is resistance in your nervous system, that car will not go anywhere. It doesn't matter how hard you press the gas. If your brake is on, and if the emergency brake is also on with it, because you have resistance in your nervous system, you are not going to feel the ease, and you're not going to propel forward. And I want you to think about even maybe where you're kind of in this back and forth momentum, right? So there's gas, but then you put the brakes on, gas and the brakes, and the gas and the brakes, right? So every time your nervous system jumps in, it's like putting the brakes in the car. So either you're going to end up not going anywhere, right? Because the brakes are on and you're at a standstill, or you're going to get very nauseated, right? In this stop-start energy, and things will feel like they go up and they go down. They won't feel consistent. It won't feel easeful. Where you are not experiencing ease is where you have resistance. Things are meant to actually feel like ease. And it's so funny. I had one of my clients on my podcast recently, and I remember her saying to me in Telegram, she's like, Liv, is it like allowed to be this easy? Am I allowed to have this much ease in my business? And she 3x'd her income, went from like wanting to stabilize our 50K months, we went to 150K. From dissolving resistance, that brings in ease. But what happens, right, going back to the car analogy, is that people think when the car is not going anywhere or the car is not going as fast as they desire it to go, pour more gas in, pour more gas, do more things, more gas. More gas is not going to do anything if there is resistance, if you have the brakes on. So when you dissolve that, right, looking at the places you're reactive, looking at where you're still engaging in people pleasing, where you're not having boundaries, where you're not letting things go, where your system isn't on board with being seen, where you're afraid of what's going to happen if you actually were to fly forward. When you dissolve all of these things, it does feel like ease, right? I made a post on this. The 25K pay in full client who's in after one DM is not from a strategy. It comes from who you are. But who you are cannot be felt when there is resistance. Right? It is not something you do. It is who you are. It is something that is experienced. But when your system is all caught up in the resistance, when your system is all caught up in being dysregulated, it dilutes your essence. It dilutes your authenticity and it dilutes your power. Because when you don't have that safety internally, you do not feel powerful. You do not show up as that full version of you. That is not the person who walks into a room and people are like, who is she? I want to be in her world. I want to pay her now and I want to stay there because she's got it going on. And I cannot tell you how many people try to get to ease by pushing through, like being a bulldozer in a china shop. But again, when you are pushing and you are forcing your way to ease, that is not how ease is created. Ease is actually created from a letting go. We do not force our way to ease. And these little ways that your nervous system is showing up in your business are very nuanced, right? It doesn't mean that, oh, I'm not having a full panic attack every moment of my business. It's the small little ways where you're still entertaining conversations that you don't want to have, where you're wobbly on your pricing, where you're projecting onto your audience what you think about them or what they think, what you think they're going to sign up for or do. It's the boundaries you're not creating. It's the standards you're not setting. It's the way you're reacting to other people's perceptions of you. The thing is that all these little nuanced ways where your system is just a little dysregulated, a little wobbly, they all start to stack and compound. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's why you feel that resistance, right? It's a very physical feeling. You can feel it in your stomach. You can feel it in your chest. It can feel like pressure. It can feel like a glass ceiling that you can't seem to get by. It can feel like you're spinning your wheels, not going anywhere. All of these things are nervous system responses. You cannot outrun your nervous system. The nervous system always wins, okay? Remember this. The nervous system always wins. Doesn't matter what you try to put on top of it. If a regulated system is not backing it up, it is not going to have the results that you want. And I really want you to think about, when it comes to the ease that you desire, where have you then been experiencing resistance in that place that you have then tried to pour more gas on to try to fix? Where have you tried fixing it from an external lens instead of the internal, which is you? You are the common denominator in your business. But every time you go to that external thing, well, it must be my copy. It must be my messaging. It must be I need a different reel strategy. It must mean I need more funnels. It must mean I need more automations. No. 5%. 95% is that nervous system. Remember, no matter how much gas you put in the car, if the brakes are on, the car is not going anywhere. When you identify all of these places where your system is getting dysregulated, you're able to break out of these loops and patterns, and then everything you do becomes wildly better. You get exponential more results from all the great things you are already doing in your business. But not only that, people start to feel your power. People start to feel your essence. Because it always comes from who you are and how you lead. By building that safety internally, that resistance dissolves, so then your nervous system is no longer trying to protect you, is no longer saying, nope, we don't want that. And you might consciously go, Liv, what are you talking about? I want my business to grow. I want more money. I want more clients. I want 25K pay in fulls. I want to make $1 million. I want this. I want that. But if your nervous system has all these resistances to it, you will feel blocked. You will feel that glass ceiling. And there actually gets to be more ease. Now, ease is not just when things are easy, right? Ease is not just when you're having your highest cash month ever and the DMs are flooded and everyone's coming in. It's also the ease that you're able to operate from before all that happens, right? It's the ease in your system you feel before you have the proof yet, before it looks like it's working. Because it is that ease, right, that allows you to have trust, to have certainty. And when you operate with that level of certainty, things rearrange around you. And so often what I see when people come to me are these recurring loops and patterns of where their nervous system is stopping them from going to the next level because it knows what's on the other side. It knows it's about to be cracked open to more money, more clients, more ease, more expansion, more growth, more visibility, and everything else that can come with it. But when you become someone who feels ease no matter what, then it doesn't matter what's going on around you, what's going on outside of you. You continue to skyrocket, and in a consistent, sustainable way. Consistent, sustainable businesses are built on regulated nervous systems, because the resistance that other people feel that would slow them down, you do not. There's a different part of your brain that gets accessed. That's why you can experience ease. Because when that dysregulation no longer kicks in, right? We all know what dysregulation can feel like. You imagine how you fly forward when that's no longer happening to you, when that's no longer slowing you down. You just flow through your day effortlessly. So, if you want to do this work with me and you want to identify all the places where your nervous system is kicking in and impacting the growth of your business, join the Regulated CEO audit. It is under $100. And what it does is it identifies all these places where your nervous system is creating resistance so that you can break out of them, exit those loops and patterns, and instead experience the ease and exponential growth that is actually available to you now. This is the audit that I do in my head with every client that comes into my world. You're getting that on paper. So you're going to be able to go through it like I am there with you, auditing your business, which is literal gold, considering that your nervous system is like 95% of the show. It's what puts the brakes on or what lets the brakes off. So if you comment CEO after this live, you'll be able to send the link directly to you. You can also swipe up for my stories or for my highlight. This is going to be a powerful resource so that you become that regulated CEO. Because it is that calm, grounded, relaxed CEO that is able to sustainably grow over time. That doesn't get wrapped up in the noise, that doesn't resist letting go of things that don't serve her. And as a result, you fly forward. You quantum jump to the next level over and over and over and over again. And cannot wait to see you inside. And I will see you guys next time.